sure are. What a view I got though.
You are now watching the 2023 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. We got Jono back with us for a few more days. And well, we got another 3/4 of an inch. That is why we're not doing any spraying or any crop work. But corn's all coming along consistently. We will have to spray it when we get back. A lot of people did tell me this garlic needs to be trimmed, spliced. So go down here and take that off, and then you can make that into pesto and a lot of other things. So, and that puts energy back into the bulb. So I'm gonna run through that quickly and then we'll be good. I've never grown garlic before, so it just happened that it was here, and great crop of it. So, what are the escapes or whatnot? Appreciate everybody with the good input. Well, we're good there. How was your trip, Jono? Did you learn things? Did you see stuff? Somebody wrote that they saw you going into Stewart's or something in Saratoga in the comments.
Stewart's doesn't surprise me.
There's a lot of Stewart's actions. So we got to do some moving of some fence this morning, and cows are very content there. I'll switch the bucket over to you, and then we'll move some fence, do some minor stuff. I was gonna say it didn't want to start there for a second. No new fresh cows. They've done a very, very good job. I'm pretty sure they pushed my semi over. Like it's more sideways than it was before. I think, I don't know. But, or the dump trailer. But, yeah. I would leave them on this another day, but we're not gonna be here in another day. So, I'll show you what we're gonna do. First things first, what have we learned about messing with the electric fence? Unplug it. So at some point we won't have to have temporary fence. We might do it to split a pasture up, but the idea is we'll make the pastures all permanent, and then you just kick cows from one side to another and go from there. So Jono's gonna throw the bucket on. I'm gonna jump on the bike and jump up there. Well, it kind of left the Mac in the way here. We gotta move that out of the way. We might move it before, but yeah, grass is growing back. We've still got to mess with the thistles in there and stuff like that, along with spraying the fence line. Originally I did not spray the fence line because when it's all overgrown like that, when you spray it, it just dies all on the fence line, and then it's all wrapped around it. So weed whacked it down. Now we'll spray them and keep them clean underneath, and then it will be good. Yeah, this stuff is coming along. It should jump once we got plenty of moisture. We just need some heat now, and all the alfalfa that's growing in here, that looks good. So next week, probably just right after the 4th of July, it looks good for a few days. We'll probably hit everything with spray, and then we'll be in a good place. So he's gonna go right there and start reeling it in. I'm gonna go unhook it at the other end, and then we'll fence quickly. This grass did grow nice and good for a second, and all of this is gonna get big squared. A lot of people have said, why aren't you doing round bales, blah blah blah. Well, one, I'm not gonna go buy a round baler. I can utilize the buddies. They can come in and bale it for me. Two, I don't like round bales. I've just said I think they're inefficient. Somebody said you can leave them outside, and everybody who leaves round bales outside and they just rot away, you're just losing it. So we can put big squares in there, feed them out nicely. Plus my girlfriend really appreciates big squares over rounds, judging as she deals with 600 plus round bales a year right now, and she'd rather not deal with those. So here's the fence. Oh, that post was a little knocked down. They're not even hooked up. So we haven't touched this, so at least the cows were happy with it. They probably pushed on it some. So we're gonna go along. I guess I'll switch with you guys. We're going along. Oh. Good view. So yeah, we got a little bit of, hang on, rodeo. Got a little bit of milk plant in there, but honestly the corn is jumping like anything. Looks really good. Milk plant and grass. So killing grass is okay, like that's easy. It's some of the other weeds that we might come across. Granted, all of the ground here was sod or neglected and just sat around. But we're coming down, we're gonna fence lower, we're gonna fence this in half. That way then we can just fence the top going across. So we got one wire strung all the way through. We did drive down there, pull the line out. John was like, you gotta do it this way. Drive down there, pull the line out, and then go back and do the standards. So he's right. Then you can put the line right in where you drove. We're good to go. So you gonna stall this thing? Amateur hour. What a view I got though. So they cleaned this all up really good. We got some stones, a little bit of barbed wire left, some bushes. So now that they did that, we'll be able to come through and just clean up the rest of it. But I'll jump on the bike and he'll bring this back down. We'll go electrify that fence. The other day when I said I weed whacked everything, I did come down through here, weed whacked around the edge of this, so it looks good. There is an old fence line that runs up through, is it still in here? Maybe it's pulled out of there, but down there you can see the old fence line. But we're gonna pull this down so we don't look as homeless, and I'm gonna take it off before we electrify that fence. That way I don't get shocked messing with it. But they grazed most of this. We got to trim these trees, get them out of here, because they used to put dry cows out here, pre-fresh cows, so that they could easily watch them, and they'd clean up down in here. And they did a good job. They got most of the weeds, so we can see what we're working with now. See, this is what they had, little barbed wire going along the backside. I went to move the herd, and the newest calf wasn't in there, and they were all up top here. I said, alrighty. So I came down in here, and it was laying in here. It got up, took off running. This fence was off. Well, it's off still now. Went down over the embankment into the creek and was laying there. Jono found it. I flew the drone for a while trying to find it in the tall grass, but such a pain. Easily added an hour onto my day. So I'm gonna finish picking up these. I still got to move the Mac out of the way, or out back here, and bug, and then we'll get going, hopefully. I got grass seed growing finally. Mother Nature giving us a lot of moisture now. So I moved the Mac back out of here, that way that roadway's good. Place is actually, it's looking cleaned up. Do have to mow the yard, and I was offered to borrow Wesley's mower. I said, we'll see how far I get in the day. We do gotta leave, we got a schedule. Well, we got a place to be later. But alrighty. A lot of people did say put more lights over here. I agree, because when you put a tractor in, it blocks some of that. We just evenly spaced them out based on what we had. So I'm gonna get 2 more and we'll put them on that side, or maybe we'll put floodlights looking this way, help us work on stuff. But let me close up this door. That worked really good with Jono. Yeah, at some point we'll have a side-by-side, but it's not today. Someday. Well, it's too wet to really do any farming stuff, and it's only supposed to rain more. Cows are running back and forth doing laps out there. They're loving it. So I figured me and Jono, we would go see some more of the American dream, and maybe, just maybe, we might pick something up that we bought. We are rolling along, headed west on 20. Brings back some memories right now. So you go underneath this bridge. We got FS there. We got Gold Star on both sides. I believe it's, yeah, it's Gold Star on both sides. So we were bringing grain in there. Most mornings it was dark. You didn't get to see nothing, but yep, there's the mill. That's cornmeal and soymeal over there. So we're headed, well, I think we got a few more miles on this road, and then we might make a stop, see somebody. So we're just getting some fuel here. And for those of you who watch other YouTube farming people, this burned dairy might look familiar. And well, we might go do some adventuring. What are we paying today for fuel? $4.59. Yeah, I gotta get on road at the farm, because it's only like 3:30. But we got a Zach Newton truck here. Well, it's Newton Ag Services. That's the 3rd one we've seen in the last 5 minutes. So we might. Zach's never been on the channel, to be honest, and they move a lot of manure. They've been on Andy's channel, but Zach might be on the channel because we're going to Ohio and we're gonna see some stuff along the way, probably on our way back. So it's gonna be a good trip. We stopped out here at Hourigan Family Dairy, and yeah, we're on to the next stop. Appreciate Andy showing us around for another good time, and yeah, behind the scenes tour. Well, it is raining again. Welcome to New York. Northeast right now. Trucks parked up here.
Northeast.
Yeah, northeast of America. I guess we haven't called it that for you. But it's been a while since I've stayed here. When I got the silage body out of Ohio, I stayed here. That would have been 5 years ago, maybe. So, alrighty, we're going in. A bunch of people have asked if there'll be a video of us at Andy's again. Not this trip, that was more of a social time. Jono got to see the cows, we got to tour everything, went to dinner, and honestly, if I carried this camera around into dinner and we sat there, it just makes it, doesn't make it the same personal aspect and hanging out. So appreciate you guys watching along. I'm sure at some point this summer we'll catch up with Andy again, do a collaboration video together, because he's an awesome dude and I appreciate him letting us stop in and show us everything. So I'll see you guys on the next one. We are stepping through Ohio right now, and we got some good things planned. So